We're live. We're back. How you doing, everybody? It's the final hour of trading here. This is Friday, November the 18th, 2022, the third Friday of November. Trading here. This is the busiest trading week of this month because the third Friday is usually the heaviest trading Friday every month for options, and that will be certainly the case next month. Over $2 trillion in options are going to expire. A lot of trading going on today, as usual. Billions and billions of dollars a day changing hands in stock options. So the bets are out, and the guesses. What is this market going to do when we shut down today? We're up 111 on the Dow right now. The S&P is up 7.5 points, but the NASDAQ is down 32. So we don't have a across-the-board run going on. It's been a mixed day all day. We've got a lot of questions being asked here everywhere. Interest rates, there's talk from Fed government officials, the Fed board, the governors of the Fed, I guess, who make up the board and decide interest rate futures. They are openly out there talking about the idea that we might have another 0.75% rate increase next month. We might have rates that top out between 5.5% and 7% for the Fed funds rate. A 7% Fed's fund rate would mean a prime borrowing rate of about 10% to an average consumer. Now, a lot of you guys probably don't know what prime rate means. You probably, and it's not your fault. It's okay. Things have changed in this world. A lot of you folks probably have never sat down with a loans officer before to actually talk about getting a loan. There's a number of you that I'm certain have not set foot in a bank, in a branch in years or ever, or maybe as children with your parents. But banking used to be done in a personal way, and how you looked and conducted yourself went a long way, whether or not you could borrow money or not for what you needed money for. It used to be a community thing. It used to be a community level decision whether to lend you money or not, because in the days prior to the 2000s, most banking was done by people in their hometown. So you might have a savings and loans or FDIC insured banking institution in your town. Your manager, male or female manager of the branch, is a local resident, might be very active in your local church or active in local charities. Certainly an active member of the community, no question about it. People who worked in the bank were known. They were just local folks. They were from the small town, and the money on deposit at these banks were from the folks in town. Obviously, elderly, retired folks who have saved over the years. Lots of their wealth was inside the bank. And that money was used to lend out to the younger folks in town who were in need of capital to expand business or put an addition on a house or buy a car, whatever. And the money just kind of worked for everybody. People got a return from savings accounts in the old days. People paid to borrow money, and the bank made a profit on the spread. Today, it's all online. It's totally unpersonal. It has nothing to do with on and on, on-hand, true, hands-on banking relationship. There's no such thing. It's all now completely automatic. It's all online. It's all computerized. Artificial intelligence. Credit lines are probably established by computers. Maybe possibly checked by a human once in a while to make sure it's accurate, but not so often. It's quite a departure from what it used to be. There was a time where a special relationship would be formed between the bank's largest clients and the management of the bank. The head of the branch manager, the assistant manager, the head loans officer, your own personal loans officer. If you were an active member of the community and you had a retail store, you were doing business with the bank all the time. You're doing daily deposits. You had credit card transactions to process. You had funds that you would be sending out to some various suppliers. You're writing checks all the time. You would have a very, very good relationship with your loans officer in your bank. My father, with his music store way back in the 60s, he dealt with, I think it was the Toronto Dominion Bank of Canada, which was just down the street. And it was in Kitchener, Ontario. It was the main branch of Kitchener for TD. TD Bank had branches all over the place, but that was the main branch. And I would be sent in there several times a week. I'd be sent in there with the deposit book, and I'd run down there, make a bank deposit, or they'd send me down there and they'd say, make a deposit, and here is $30. I want you to come back with a roll of quarters and two rolls of dimes or something like that. So I had to run down there, deposit the dough, and then come back with the change. We see the teller; it's all stamped with the stamp machines. But my dad knew the manager of that branch, and the manager knew my father because the music store is just down the street. That's his client. There was always a competition for banks to have relationships with retailers and hotel owners and other businesses all over town. And whenever my dad needed to arrange anything with his mortgage or any kind of a loan, he would meet with the branch manager and have a chat. And my dad had a very good relationship with his bankers. Interesting how it evolved over the years. Today, many of you have a mortgage. You may have met a mortgage officer. You may have met a mortgage loans officer, but you certainly don't know who lent you the money. The money is coming from a consortium of investment outfits. And of course, there are a lot of firms that specialize now in various areas of finance that aren't banks themselves. They're just lending institutions that pool money together from investors and then lend it out. So some of you out there have over the years, or you may know someone that has a car loan that has nothing to do with a bank whatsoever. Some of you have mortgages through home mortgages that are not through a bank, through mortgage brokers, through mortgage outfits. It's completely changed out, and it's now all instantaneous, online, quick. I just read here a few minutes ago the concerns that are building up right now in the banking area with respect to junk bonds. Because rates are going higher and are expected to continue to go higher, inflation is obviously where it is, and it's going to get worse. The economic numbers are getting lousier. There's more concern by bond traders that a higher percentage of junk bonds might default. And all bonds are constantly observed at all times. Companies that have issued bonds are constantly being watched by investors to see if the firms are okay. Are they tracking higher in profitability, tracking lower? How are their sales? If they lay off people, is that a sign that there's big problems here that are being masked? What's going on? And obviously, the cruise lines have been one group that have borrowed a lot of money in the last 2 to 3 years to survive the pandemic, and are now having problems with regards to higher fuel costs in the last while, although today we're under $80 a barrel. Good thing for cruise lines. But higher costs across the board for cruise lines, as it is for any one of us or any business that's out there. Inflation is eating away at margins. And so bondholders of cruise ships and bondholders of airlines, bondholders of hotels are watching every day the trend of business. How's it going? Because these bonds aren't out for just a year. These are loans, in effect, that have been put together that could be 2 to 7 years long, 10 years long. And so there are a lot of entities out there that hold bonds that might still invest in junk bonds with insurance to back it up, but they're still keeping a wary eye on how those firms are doing. And the default rate is now rumored to might be going into the 4 to 6% neighborhood in the next year or so. One of the worst numbers we had for default rates on junk bonds was back in meltdown, the economic meltdown of 2007, 8, 9, we reached 18%, where 18% of all junk bonds collapsed, and had to be there had to be receivers hired to pick up the mess, bankruptcies everywhere. That was the worst of it. September 2001, 9/11, right after 9/11, the year after, there was a real back off in the economy, and the rate got up to about 7, 8%. But lately, it's been as low as twos, in the 2% range. But they're now thinking 4 to 6%, and they'll keep an eye on it from there. Very interesting. The higher the default rate for junk bonds, the more difficult it is for anyone to raise money using junk bonds. Investors just pull right back and go, I'm not buying anyone's junk bond at all. I just won't be interested. Or if I do, I want an interest rate that is so high that I can turn around and I can buy insurance on that bond from an insurer to bail me out of my principal if in case this outfit doesn't make it. Very tough times to pull something like that out. Money tightening up right now with quantitative easing eliminated. The U.S. Treasury, the U.S. Fed is not buying its own bonds anymore. It's just selling bonds, not buying bonds. That means less money into the economy, and that means the street investors have to be the ones to buy debt. If anyone wants to issue debt, then it's getting harder to find debt as easily as before, which means higher rates. You pay a higher rate for money to do your business. Interesting stuff. That's why mortgages are higher. Mortgages go up when there's a lack of money for the business, and when the perception is that interest rates are going to go up overall. You don't want to lock your money up into a 20-year mortgage if you feel that you might get 2 or 3 percentage points more within a month or two on 20-year mortgages down the road. You don't want to tie up your money down here. And so the delicate game goes back and forth. What do I do? What don't I do? People wonder, should I borrow now? Others are going, do I lend now? And around we go. Thank you all for being here so far. Thank you for the thumbs ups this afternoon coming in already. Appreciate this. We've got the Dow right now holding a 171 gain. I've got phone calls coming in that shouldn't be coming in, unfortunately. And I'm just going to have to allow this phone call to be left with a message, and I'll get back to you after my show. What else is going on here? Let's see here. Bought some puts on Orange Man SPAC last week. Sold for a 50% gain in 1 week. Thanks, Don, for the fresh powder for Matterport and SoFi. Right on. Let's see what else is going on here. Yeah, we got trolls back, Mirko. We're obviously growing in popularity because trolls are finding us. This time it's a casual troll. Let's see. Guys, my ask on this morning's cover call, I am trying to sell, still hasn't hit. I had a nap and everything. Marco, number 32. Thank you, my friend. I'm trying to roll in Rocket Lab. Stinker won't hit there. Let's see what else is going on. My local bank is so old that it had a spittoon rack at the counter until about 2009. Wow. Rolo is saying that I made $200 in a week thanks to one rollover and folding my arms after a crazy rally from this past week. Right on. Miraculous story time. Once upon a time, I set a buy order for ATIP in case it ever fell below 50 cents. I don't remember how long ago I said it, and I can't find where. It shows me how much I bought, says Miraculous. DQ, I am number 38. Nick, I'm number 39 on your thumbs up meter, Bruce. Here we go. What is a junk bond? A junk bond is a bond issued by a corporation where the street is basically ranking it. The rating agencies are ranking it at a triple B or less, and maybe even that might be a junk bond rating. If the government of the United States issues bonds, those are triple A's. Those are as good as it gets. Okay, but if Royal Caribbean wants to issue bonds, they're going to come out at double B minus, something like that. They're not going to be at the high rating. They're going to be at the 80% rating or lower. and that is known as a junk bond. That is a bond that is not a AAA top of the line backed asset. You're taking a chance buying Royal Caribbean bonds, buying Carnival, buying Norwegian bonds, any of those. You're taking a chance that the companies could possibly, maybe not be able to pay you back. And so you're gambling a little more. The interest rate you get is higher as a compensation for the risk you're taking, because it's a risk reward game that's going on. Junk bonds became popular in the 1980s. They really exploded and became mainstream in the 80s. Because back in those days, the only bonds that could ever be issued that anyone would buy had to be A-rated bonds. AT&T telephone company, those bonds were great. American Express bonds, or General Motors when it was, a solid top-end company. Top-end insurance companies, banks issuing notes. Those were high-end bonds. A guy named, I think it was Roger Milken, if I got the name right, he perfected a way to create bonds on companies that were smaller in size and not household names like AT&T, and help them raise money. And what he did was he would make deals with public companies to say to them, look, you're the largest player in this business, but you're not a Dow 30 size corporation, and you're having trouble raising cash to grow your business. Here's what I'll help you do. I'll help you find money so that you can buy your competitor, the next largest company in your business. You can buy them out, and now you are the only dominant player in this field. You can raise prices, lower costs, and make way more dough. And I'll help you raise $50 million, $100 million, money they never thought they'd ever raise, because at the time they were having trouble raising $5 million. So he would put together bonds, offering bonds for these companies, and he would go to institutional investors, and he would go to hedge funds and whatnot, and he'd say, look, this isn't just a company looking to raise $50 million or $100 million and build a new plant in Peoria or something like that. No, we're going to help this company completely transform itself and become a much larger, more profitable corporation. You want to get into this bond. The bond, instead of paying 5.5% interest or 7.5% interest, this thing pays 11% interest. You want in. And so he would hustle and raise $100 million for outfits like this. They would then grab this cash, and they would then make these takeover offers, buy out competition, become dominant players in their fields, lay off a bunch of the duplicate staff, of course, close unprofitable plants, keep the best ones and the best people in the corporation, raise prices because there was no competition, and would really score big. And these bondholders got wonderful interest rates. In some cases, he would put bonds together that were convertible into stock, or had convertible features that could convert you into stock, and you could run the market run on the paper, all kinds of deals. This guy came up with junk bonds everywhere and helped a lot of companies do a lot of mergers and acquisitions. And this was a new way for the street to raise cash to become larger and grow. And so domestic companies would buy international companies, companies would merge with other companies. There was just all kinds of wheeling and dealing done. And this unleashed a lot of capital into the market, and Wall Street jumped in on this game because the commissions were fantastic. Phenomenal commissions being paid to get this capital and to really get things going. It then got to the point where corporations, public companies, would raise so much cash, they would borrow money, that they would now have too much borrowed. And now they would owe a bunch of dough to their creditors. And what they started to do was they would buy other companies up, and then they would start selling off the assets of these companies piece by piece. And they would raise more money by selling pieces of themselves and paying off their bondholders, leaving themselves a pile of cash. And they would be just a big cash-rich outfit. This was quite often done by private corporations, where private corporations would go out and they would borrow a whole bunch of cash. They would be taken over by Wall Street, the hedge fund guys, who would make the company borrow a lot of money. And the company now would have unsustainable debts, and these cats would take over the board of directors, and they would start selling off pieces of the company for cash, and the creditors would be offered 40 cents, 50 cents on the dollar, and these guys would get huge consulting fees to run all this, and they basically ran the companies into the ground, and it created a lot of consternation and a lot of damage as well. Wasn't all pretty. It wasn't all pretty, but things changed in the 80s and the 90s for sure. Credit Savage, what's up, Wall Street? Phil Simpsons and Degenerates. Hope everyone is having a great day. Alberto, Tia, one of my trading platforms is down $9,000. Before you, I would be crying. Guess what I'm doing today on this dip? Yep, I'm dancing. Thank you, my friend. Nick, who's Orange Man? Who would that be? A nickname for DT. He's orange. I did not know that. Alex, number 46. Evening, everybody. It's been a slow bleed sort of a week here in the UK. We are dribbling nowhere fast. Fine by me. I've written calls. Let them expire. Let them dribble down. Credit Savage of Wall Street Numbers. I just can't stop myself. Closed some positions and wrote some more covered calls. Took that cash and bought 100 more GameStop at $26.95. I wrote a $27.50 January covered call. Got me $5. Those $500 went to the bank. How about that? Alex, the Credit Savage, complete the chain of trades with 1,000 times ATIP, question mark. Brian, okay, selling covered calls, GameStop, April 2023 for $27.50 strike. They're asking $7.10. Current ask is $7.25. Please hit before the weekend. There you go. Credit Savage of Wall Street. I would, but I also have to pay out some credit cards. I never carry balance. Paying off my Beverly Hills trip, used a new credit card though, so that minimum spend will get me 150,000 points. That is my chain right there. Wing Commander of Credits, same here. Bought 2 per man covered calls, good till 2025 for $18.35 each, and wrote the same call for $5.05. Alex, the Credit Savage, you are always hustling. Nice work. Credit Savage, Wing Commander, great minds think alike. There you go, folks. Thank you all for being here. We're still up 113 on the Dow Jones. Looks like it still looks like we're easing up a little bit here. We were as high as 170 something, 116 right now. Tesla's at 179 a share, down 355. Apple is up just 56 cents today, 151.28. GameStop 26.46, still under the break-even line. We were up to start the morning, but we broke down at 11 o'clock this morning. That's when it went red, and it's been red ever since to one degree or another. 27.41 is where we're at. The high was 28.70 today. The low 26.83, and we're at 27.40 on the lower end of our scale today. SoFi is $5.20, down 18 cents. HPQ is up 2 pennies at 29.46. Amazon down $1.23 or so, a 93.66. Home Depot down 28 cents. Cisco is up $1.06 actually. Pfizer is down 29 cents. Netflix is down 7.42 to 287. IBM up 137. Microsoft is down 172. Vanik is down 32 cents. Adobe down $7.72 at $330. We got Goldman up just 43 cents. Google is up $1.10. Boeing is up 28 cents. Moderna up $1. Make it down $1.71 at 182.19. Meta, the old Facebook, is off 1 penny at 111.44. ME is down 17.5 to 297, where Rocket Lab is holding a 4.5 cent gain. Matterport down 12 cents. ATIP is at 48.6 cents a share. A bargain gets bigger and bigger and bigger. SmartRent down a penny. Spire down 2 pennies. Cyxtera down 1/10 of a penny at about $2 a share. Royal Caribbean up 58 cents. Bed Bath & Beyond down 9.5 cents. Carvana down 58 cents. Robinhood down 28. BlackBerry is off a couple of cents. Target up 23 pennies. JP Morgan is up 84 cents. Costco down a penny. Walmart 144 to the good. Disney down 4 cents. You can just see these penny moves. We do not have massive price changes going on today. It's a nothing burger day. It's an expiry day today. What's going on here? And you can just see this mixed bag of trades. It's really, we're just undecided as to where we're going. A special shout out hello to Anton. Anton, thank you, my friend. Appreciate that for the Anti-Gen Fund donation. Thank you. Very kind of you, my friend. Very nice. I will let her know. She will be, as always, humbled by this. Thank you all so much for thinking of her. We really do appreciate it. The AJ Fund is rolling along. Where we got here? We've got thumbs ups now of 53. We need 47 more to hit the 100 level. Thank you. Those of you can throw that thumbs up our direction. We do appreciate it. Let's continue on to Coyote Brian. That tight a spread. You might want to consider just hitting the bid or close to it to ensure you have your call out over the weekend, if that's the route you want to take. Coyote. Oh wait, I misread your comment. I thought it was 710 bid and 725 ask. Brian, I might have to, as no one is biting, not much purchasing today on the end. I'm doing a terrible job at this today. Brian, yeah, I'm asking 710 and the ask is 725. Haha. The credit to Savage Wall Street. Uncle Bruce think Meta will have a drop soon. It's certainly not going anywhere. It is just, it's just hanging on. I don't see a reason why the stock's going to surge anytime soon. I think the dip in online advertising is not done dipping yet, and so quarters going forward could still be under pressure. But hey, it's anyone's guess exactly how, when, where, and why. But I'm not afraid the right option. I would not be afraid the right options on it at all. Let's go here. Richard, I am numbers 57. Thumbs up. Thank you, sir. Gowdy, Brian, you're doing fine, man. It's all experience, and it's going to make you a better and better writer. Credit Savage quadruple witching hour day is going to be so much fun. I think I'll start drinking for breakfast on December 16th. I'll have my Rugman big ass t-shirt by then. Everybody getting ready. Oh man, a 152 gain on the Dow. We've got a 14-point gain on S&P. Nasdaq is down 10. Oh gosh, down 10. The VIX is off 0.75 of a point. Oil is down $1.89. It's a nothing burger. We do not have a massive move here today. We just have a lot of turnover going on today. A ton of it going over today. But the Dow has not had this want to pop up 500, 800 points. That's just not going on. I think we've got buying with them. We're going to have selling. We're going to have buying. We're going to have, quite a bit more volatility in the last 32 minutes here, which could move the markets hundreds of 100 points either way at any time. Just don't be surprised to see it. Sell my house faster than Upper Marlboro. Number 58, thumbs up. Thank you. A Rugman bid ask t-shirt. Here we go. Susan Shops About. I'm number 62, Bruce. You're only 38 away from 100 thumbs ups now. Covered my Meta short for profit. Take that, Zuckerberg. There you go. Getting on up. Yeah, I just don't see. I don't see GameStop going to any massive valuations. There's a lot of turn that's going to have to happen there. A lot of new direction. This is a company that had its best days 2 years ago, and it's been suffering from overgrowth and too much optimism, and now all kinds of other issues that are affecting its cash flow. So, there you go. Anyway, let's go. Credit Savage, with all the crap that Elon has put Twitter through and the way he's treating his employees, as well as how he's exposing social media's weakness, I sense lots of companies will pull out of Meta as well. Yeah, I mean, Elon is not making his $44 billion investment look any smarter. There's nobody out there willing to offer him $44 billion and $1 to buy it off him. Even if he tried to reorganize the company in the next few months and retake it public again, the market cap on that company is not going to be anywhere near $44 billion. I don't even know if there would be a brokerage house who wants to do it. Right now, he's stuck with holding the bag on this thing. And he's got to stabilize operations, and he has not got a stable organization over there. It is turmoil, mayhem. Doors are locked until Monday for employees, and next week is the short week. I have no idea. I think a lot of it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of existing Twitter employees are actively searching for another gig somewhere else. That can't be good. Can't be good. Okay. Alberto, Tesla sold Tesla, so 6 covered calls for 10 grand, approximately bought back for 7 grand. Too soon to buy back. Would you have let it ride? Would you have let it ride out further? I rewrote and arms across now. I want to give more to the AJ fund. Okay, so you sold 6 covered calls for 10 grand, bought them back for 7. And would you let it ride further? I rewrote and my arms are crossed now. Well, look, we're at 180, at the moment. I think 150 is doable. I could be wrong. It could be 120. It could sit at 168. But, I don't see Tesla going to 300 a share anytime soon. And Alberto, as you and I both know, my friend, if for whatever reason, Tesla starts going up, you'll just do rollovers. But you will enjoy, I think, certainly shrinkage and certainly swings. This stock today, it's down $3. We're not doing anything today. Tesla is a $20 a day mover up or down, and it's kind of quiet today. So Monday, we will continue on. Absolutely. JR Zuck has snubbed people too. We were addicted to with our app, guys. I don't know. Wait, I did, but it's too lucrative to change. Not sure what this means. Coyote, take that 3-month severance and run. Mr. Premium of the option, 30 minutes till my GameStop cash secured puts expire. Worthless. Mandu, I am number 68, Bruce. Thank you. Jim Stevens, I was in the pool. Shrinkage, like a scared turtle. Credit Savage, I'd be acting like Saul Goodman if I was a Twitter employee, bringing in fish and using the microwaves to heat it up, taking craps in the urinals, not bathing. I'll take my severance. Alberto, not worried about rolling over. I'm wondering if we could have bought back at a lesser price, more profits. Well, only time will tell. If you had a lot of time premium left on the calls and you bought them back now, well, then you stop that deal and you moved on. Now, if you've written new calls and you got a nice premium in front of you, way to go. There's nothing wrong with that either. If a rollover worked out for you, hey, I'm not complaining. How can we be upset with that? Zach, I've been working on a roll-up all day with GameStop. Bought back my December 926s for $385. I rewrote a December 2023. December 23rd, $27 call for $420, filled at $433, plus 20 cents, plus 48 cents, 68 cent gain, and I'm $1 up in only 2 weeks' time. Well, there you go. Thank you very much, says Zach. And I say, way to go, buddy. Writing 27s when you're buying back 26s. I like that move. Stock here is sitting at 27.52. I like this move. Coyote, the Credit Savage Wall Street, Cliff Maine is going to put a stop to that foolishness. Cliff Maine is going to put a stop to that. I'm not sure who that is, but whatever. 182 gain on the Dow. 16 on S&P, 2-point loss on NASDAQ. 27 minutes left to go. Will we have a strengthening close, or are we going to have a fall off a cliff close on this day? We have got so many options in play here. Tesla's 180, so the 180 contracts are on the line right now. Apple 151, the 150s are on the line right now. GameStop 27.50, those contracts are on the line right now. SoFi 521, down 17 cents. HPQ 29.50, those 30s, 29s, they are in play big time. Amazon 93.96, the 94.95s are in play. Home Depot 312 on the stock, 310s, 315s. Watch out. Cisco 47.76. We got Pfizer at 48.12. Netflix 288.92, down $6. IBM 147.53. A very good month, a very good recent run lately on IBM. It has been very good. This is the last month chart on IBM. From here, that would be about 122 a share up to 147. Not a bad month, $25 a share. The yield on this stock is now 4.57%. It used to be over 5%. But when you run up $25 in value, the yield is now 4.5. Very interesting. Microsoft down 128 to 240. Vanek Vectors is up 16 cents to 219. Adobe is 330 a share, down 750. Goldman is 380 a share, up 90 cents. A lot of gambling there. Look at this month here. This stock has gone from 309 to 380 in a month on Goldman. 309 to 380. Did anyone buy deep in the money Goldman's when it was down to 300 a share? Did anyone buy 260s, 250s, 270s? Stock was 291 back in September 22nd. There could have been people buying 250 deep in the money calls. You'd be now sitting on deep in the money calls, $130 a contract. Buy them at 45, and now we're sitting at 130. Triple your money on the deep in the money call in like less than 3 months. Not a bad move. That's the power of buying deep in the money contracts. You can triple your money on something like that, plus write options in the meantime. Interesting, isn't it? Google up 90 or down 93 cents to 97.58. Boeing is up 87 cents. Moderna at 182, down 160. Facebook up 44 cents to 111.88. The high today on Facebook was 114. And it is now trading at 111.88. And in the last month, the Facebook shares certainly have backed off quite a ways. Oh, yeah, certainly they did. We went from 137, we reached about $88, now back to 111. So there's been a lot of gyration, but it has not recovered all it's lost, and it seems to have stopped. Very interesting. Back in August, 168 a share. Quite a comeback just from that time. It's come back a lot more than that. ME 298 down 16. Rocket Lab is sitting at 457, and that is up 5 cents today. Matterport is 325, down 12 cents. We got ATIP at 48.6, down 5.5 cents. This is the kind of stock you just keep nibbling at down here. You got a couple $100 lying around, buy 300-400 shares. You got 500 shares, $500 lying around, buy 1,000 shares, bring your average way down. This wants to go back to $152. You're ahead. That's the strategy. 48.3 cents. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. SmartRent 269 down a penny. Spire 134 down 2 pennies. Cyxtera down is up 2 pennies at 203. There you go. All right, 174 gain on the Dow. 185 make it. Just shifted. 185 gain on the Dow. GameStop 27.45 here, down 31 cents on the session at the moment. Let's see here. Where else are we going here? Let's go. ATIP has 1 month to get over $1 before it gets warnings, right? Yes, that's correct. And they'll probably do they might do a rollback. They might. They could always do like a 5 for 1 and put it back at 5, like $2.50, $3. They could do a 10 for 1. They could just shift it off New York and move it to Pink Sheets. They could move it to maybe NASDAQ. I don't know what they're going to do. I got to think that the hierarchy of that company and the dominant shareholders of that company, they have got to come up with a plan to entice. They got to find a way to get people to want to buy that stock. And they've got to get away to people who would want to own the stock. And I'm just wondering what would be the plan. Are they in a position? Would they be in a position where they would do? They might do a buyback. They might announce a stock buyback. The dominant shareholders would take a bond out, do a bond for 5% interest for $20 million, and then turn around and announce a 5% share buyback for the next couple of years and just buy up all the cheap stock and cancel it. There's too many shares floating around. I don't know. Could they do some kind of an enhanced employee stock plan starting down here, showing employees you can get stock for under $1 a share that we just sold for $10 a year and a half ago? And in 3 or 4 years from now, we could be $20 a share, and you could be up 40 times your money with a 50-cent average. I don't know. Like, I don't know. If I were on the inside, I'd tell you. But I'm not, and they don't call me for advice. They don't take me out for one-on-ones and say, we'd like to talk to you for an hour. Here's 400 American dollars. We'd like to talk to you about our multi-million-dollar corporation. They don't. Isn't that funny? It's really really amazing when you think about it, that they don't call me for help. They're valued at $100 million right now. I think that the company's worth a lot more than $100 million. I got to think they're 900 plus locations. The 900 locations they have are filled with equipment, fixtures. That's got to be $500,000 per location. I would think that their business is worth 500 million, just their business without the people in it. It's trading at $100 million. Like this is a joke. This company is trading at maybe 20 cents to the dollar what they're worth. But they've got to prove the street, obviously. They have to prove to the market that they can cash flow their way to higher greatness and that they can make more money. And I'm wondering, is the solution to offer services to the public more than just physiotherapy services? Can you offer more? Can you offer acupuncture? Can you have acupuncturists at each location and add that service? And that's a cash business. That is not paid for by insurance. Could you offer sports therapy, recovery, massage, and what have you for, again, cash rather than going after insurance business only? I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing here. I'm in the dock here. I have no idea. It's a 48-cent stock. I just can't imagine a company with 900 plus locations trading at 48 cents a share. just if I were the dominant shareholder of that outfit, I would have hired market-wise people at the board level, public company, somebody's something. I don't understand how there is no Wall Street firm that's been engaged by these guys. I don't know what they've done, not done, who they've used, who's worked out, who's obviously not worked out. I'm in the dock. I've been a loyal follower of this stock, still loyal to it, but boy, you gotta wonder. Rolling IBM is making me work, says Cindy. Lame duck, 75 thumbs up. Financial Mister just bought 300 shares of ATIP. Cost basis 76 cents now. Alberta, would you average down as far as you can on ATIP and dump it until they're better off? I would just keep nibbling at it. I'd keep buying it up. Just keep buying. Bring your average down. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down. Because if this thing pops to $1, $1.20, $1.30, you can then write those 30-cent contracts again. Turn around, buy more stock. You can do that again and again and again. But again, I just, you got to use money that you don't need right now, because obviously this is a slow motion investment, to say the least. I wrote a $7 call against SoFi earlier this week when it was up. Sold at 220, bought back at 177. There you go, JR. Rolled my Rocket Lab. I bought at 91, sold at 122. 4 strikes, not a bad day's work. 3 weeks. Brian Gaiotti, yay! Somebody finally bought my GameStop April 27.5 for $7.10. The original was January 2025 for $4.70. I bought it back today for $6.40, so I'm up $2.50. And 70-cent premium now. That was tough. So you moved up $2.50 in strike, $70 in premium. That's $320 gain, $320 gain on a contract. That is a pretty good move from one stop to another. I like that move. $27.50 on the stock. Nice job. Deuce Caboose, ATIP earnings. The call was awful. I might wait, and therein might be the problem with the stock. They've got the wrong people talking to market people, to the market. You got the wrong spokesman. Hire a professional who knows how to talk to the street and communicate with the street. They don't have that person, obviously. But then again, you buy low when no one else wants it, because when they do make that correction, the stock get popped to $1.50 in a week. Keep that in mind. Bama Babe, I bought Goldman shares early in the year. DQ, here's 800 shares for the ATIP. Uncle Bruce, one-on-one. Bobby Atkinson is laughing. Michael, coming soon to ATIP, happy endings. Tiff, yeah, I'm certain ATIP will have happy endings. BZ, Michael literally made me laugh in here. Mike, nothing wrong with a happy ending. Brian, nice. That's how you do it. We only take money here. We ain't giving away any back. Yeah, I tell you, I was disappointed with ATIP when they announced that they're bringing in, what is it, $105 from Medicare when they used to bring in $111. How is it they take pay? How is it they're taking less money from the insurance companies? I don't understand this. With inflation now, they have to be paid $125 a session. That has to be the new rate. I think they have to either drop the Medicare entirely and only go cash, where you pay for the service and then you get your money back from your insurance company, or something. They've got to do something. It's not working. Whatever you're doing now is not working. You need to change it. And if you're locked into some kind of a government payout thing for your survival, you have signed a death warrant, because you're never going to get money more than inflation out of the government. You cannot be subject to that. I don't know how long this deal lasts. I don't know what it's about. I have no idea. I just am beside myself going, how have you got 950 locations going? I don't understand it. You're the largest provider of the service in the country. Can't you tell the government how it's going to be? I don't know how they tell you it's going to be. I think you tell them how it's going to be. I don't know. I just don't know. Okay. Splair, I just bought another 58 TP. Now I'm almost exactly at 80% average. On terms of 80-cent average. My average cost just $200. Right on. Brian, Gowdy, thanks. That one just took all day to hit. Crazy. Maybe a little volume on buying today because it expired. I don't know. I can fold arms again until it drops or pops, and I'll roll again. DH, number 81, thumbs up. Bruce, BW, Algebris, the whole market seems to be a joke anymore. No true valuations on companies. Crappy IPO shoved at retail. SPAC slammed down, and institutions just short the heck out of anything good anymore. Well, yeah, okay, but, relax. It's going to be all right. We're up 210 on the Dow. I don't know why. Why would anyone want to hold stock into this weekend? I don't know. We're up 21 in S&P. We're up 10 on NASDAQ. Oil down 154. That's all I can say. Tesla is hanging on to 180. Hanging on, trying to hold it. $180.08. Apple 155.55. GameStop 27.46, down 30 cents. SoFi 522 down 16. HPQ 29.48 up a nickel. Amazon 94.28 down 56 cents. How's that ATIP doing now? ATIP 48.2. The volume on ATIP is 50 cents. It just popped up. The buying power of this channel just ran the market. We're down 4 cents on the day. We're last at 50 cents on 1.9 million today. That's volume. There's volume here today. We've had some turnover. The low of 48 cents. It's now 50.1 cents a share. The buying power of this channel is running that market to the moon, baby. 50.1 cents last trade on ATIP, only down 4 cents. Look at that. The recovery is underway. There you go. On our way to $1.50. You got to love it. Still haven't rolled. Adam says, I still haven't rolled my 24 covered calls that expired today. Hope I'm not being too stubborn. One way or another, I'm making money, though. Well, you got 12 minutes to go. You better do something. But again, you can just buy back your 24s and write 24s for next week or next month. If that's what you want to do, just bring in cash. You can always do that. DQ, freaking Tesla and Jimmy Johns. Tesla 180.15. Mirko, new t-shirt. Why does anyone want to hold stock over the weekend? Alberto picked up another 2,000 shares of ATIP. Guess what it did to my average? 5 cent drop, laughing out loud, from 167 to 162. I'll nibble on more after some calls hit. Splair, honestly, the money for that ATIP trade, I have 90% from gains of my SoFi put that I bought near 6 for a 550 strike. Michael, you scared me with that Apple 155 talk. I chalk it up to typo. Alberto, DQ, I am laughing. Mirko, Alberto, just 200,000 more, and you're under $1. Coyote, Adam, 100% it'll be exercised. It's not worth it. I would at least buy it back, either rewrite immediately for more cash or wait, but don't let them exercise. I would not let it get exercised. Buy it back and write a 24 for next month, December 16th. Take the money, take the added cash. Alberto Mirko, I'm laughing here. Let's go, baby. Ha ha. All right. What can I say? Folks like to do things at the last minute. Okay, that's what you want to do. It's all right. It's okay. Take a look here at December calls as of 10 minutes ago. A December 16th, 24 contract would bring you, well, you can't write one, but a 23.75. You'd get paid $5.60. A $25 contract for next month, $4.85 to $5.20. That's a nice little hit there of cash. A 26.25 will get you $4.25 to $4.55. A 27.50 would bring you $3.80 to $3.85. You're buying back a 24 for $3.55. So if you're going to write a 25, bring in $4.85 to $5.20, maybe $5, and add $1.50 to your portfolio. Stock backs off a little bit next week. You buy this thing back at $3.75, $4. Hey, what's wrong with this? Or less. Well, we'll see what's going on. All right. I agree with Coyote, says Michael H. Coyote, go up a strike, week or two out. Coyote, they're going to exercise you. Make them pay for it, Coyote. There's so much more to gain that way. Coyote, if GameStop runs, you'll be sitting on the sidelines next week. Alberto, exactly what Coyote said. Make them pay. Nick, 83 thumbs up. What is with this 1% pop? The Fed and ECB tried to kill the market. They saying more pain on the way. There is more pain on the way. Inflation is running out of control in Europe. Cody, wow, look at that S&P run. Mr. Premium of the option, I got 24 cash secured puts, and they are at 1/10 of a penny, so roll at them. 245-point gain on the Dow. What can I say? I don't know why they want to go long, but they do. I don't know why, but they do. And so they are. And there it is. Let them do whatever they got to do. 27.52 on GameStop. It's not going up. The Dow's going up, but not GameStop. Interestingly, we're up 23 on S&P. We're up 19 on NASDAQ. Oil down 150. And there you have it. Tesla's down 292. It's not going anywhere. SoFi 521. Not going anywhere. Amazon down 60. Not going anywhere. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Oh, man. What can I say? Are we pumping ATIP here? Is this ATIP going up because we're buying it? Is this happening? I don't know. I did see 1 million shares trade there. 50.07. We're approaching 51 cents a share on ATIP. 2 million volume now. Untamed Viking dropped my ATIP average about 125 this week, saving my powder for more poor man cover calls, but they're basically giving this away. Nick, Uncle Bruce just wrote 12 GameStop, 28.75 strike, expiring January for 465 out of the money for nice cash. That's a nice, that's $460 times 12. Nice. Alberto Bobby made us bump ATIP or pump it. Coyote, I thought about that with the GameStop leaps. We all started stink bidding one another. Alberto, now Bobby is taking profits. Joking. Just joking. Already 50.7 cents on ATIP right now. Down 3.3 cents on the day. We got 7 minutes to go. And that's it. 7 minutes and we're done for the day. We're still holding a 200-point gain on the Dow. And what else we got going on? We're up 20 on S&P. We're up 8 on NASDAQ. VIX 0.9 points lower, just about a point lower on the day. Oil up down 145. There you go. That's it. ATIP 50 cents on the nose, down 4 cents exactly right now. ATIP 197 gain on the Dow. Little tiny slight possible bit of a pullback. 6 minutes to go. Tesla $180.01. It's right on the line. 161 gain on the Dow. We're backing up a little bit right now. We're up 1 point on NASDAQ. We're going red. It looks like it wants to go negative if this will be a wave or not. Yep, down 2 points on NASDAQ. We're only up 153 on the Dow. We're only up 15 on S&P. Just lost 5 points there. Probably computer sell. Again, last 5 minutes, gyrations are going to be crazy here. A lot of positions have to be figured out here. Back and forth we go. The Dow up 148 down. GameStop down a quarter, 27. Oh, it's down 28, 27.48 on GameStop. Tesla, 179.93, under 180. Down it goes. Alrighty, let's go. Bought 200 ATIP. You are welcome. Enjoy the gains. Adam, well, apparently I don't have enough margin in the bank to buy back, even though it's not that much of a discrepancy in money. Got to go with the flow now. I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks for the advice, though. Brian, GameStop volume will be like 2.8 million, so 700,000 pre-split. What a yawn fest. Mirko, Alberto, you are onto something. Bobby is not answering anymore, most likely on GHI on this trading platform. Nick from even Nick Moore from even to up 1% back to even in the last 15 minutes on S&P. It's crazy. Alberto, Mirko, I just bought another 1,000. I'm addicted to dips. Nick Moore, totally normal market. Nothing to see here. 136 gain on the Dow. 11 on S&P. We're negative 19 on NASDAQ. Mirko, or he's outside shoveling snow. And maybe that's what's going on. 129 gain on the Dow. We're still backing off into the last now 5 minutes. The S&P is only up 10 now, and NASDAQ's down 16. Oil down 145. GameStop 27.46 now, down 30 cents. Not much happening here. Apple is up 13 cents. It's falling off here in the last few minutes. Apple just went from 151.88 to 150.80. Lost $1 in about 2 minutes on Apple. We're up just 12 cents. 143 gain on the Dow, 17-point loss on NASDAQ, 11 gain on S&P. Okay, 27.45 on GameStop. That's kind of the neighborhood there. 29.46 on HBQ, up 3 cents. Amazon down 87. Home Depot up $1. Cisco up 113. Pfizer down 19 cents. Netflix down $7. Let's take a look at ATIP, where the action is. ATIP, is it ripping it up? It's at 52 cents, down only 1.9. It's coming on. ATIP, 52.1 cents. This is the best level since noon. This has recovered 3 hours of losses on 2 million shares. Look at that ATIP go, because you guys are buying it. Mike, Adam, use the roll function, then it's not ideal, but it'll keep you from being exercised. DQ, I hate today. Nick Moore, DQ, I love today. Alberto, DQ, if you have time on your side, just go drink and shut it down for now. Been there, done that. Nick S, I covered 1,300 contracts on SoFi. I locked in $9,000. Brian, Uncle Bruce, Caravan lays off 1,500 employees. Carvana, if you don't see that headline yet, might be a good short for Nick S. Alberto, nice work, Nick, on that deal. Coyote, GameStop, 27.5, shaking in their boots right now, says Coyote. There you go. 52 cents on ATIP. 52.1, down 1.9 cents on ATIP. That's what we got going on. Fun times, everybody. Fun, fun, fun. Tesla, 180.04. We're down one. We're up 149 on the Dow. 2 minutes left in the day. And we've got GameStop at 27.53, down 23 cents. We're down 16 on NASDAQ. We're up 12 on S&P. And we're up 161 on the Dow. A little recovery now in the last few moments of the day coming through. That seems to be it. What can I say? 2-year Treasury yield reaches 1-week high as traders assess likelihood of more Fed rate hikes. In Europe, they've got to raise rates 3/4 of a point, if not a point. Inflation is pushing 12% in Europe. They've got to raise rates higher. That means America will definitely raise rates, but it might not be half a point. It might be 3/4 again. Watch for that next week. A lot of talk coming up. Mirko, Alberto, we know that. Remember, you told us here you were dancing the whole night on the pole there. 27.49 close, Michael wants to know. Let's see. Alberto, pole dancing. What else is going on here? Fool of a took. I'm just sitting on one GameStop call for February. My arms are practically glued in this position. Is Larry or not Larry here tonight? Larry, I'm lurking. I'm here, buddy. 1 minute to go. 187 gain on the Dow. ATIP 53 cents, down a penny. ATIP down just 1 penny. Now, you guys moved it up. Michael, it went the other way. 53.3. We're only down 0.7 of a penny on ATIP. It's coming on. GameStop 27.60 down 16 cents. The Dow 181 to the good. We're almost closed. We're down 3.5 on NASDAQ, and we're up 16 and 17 now on S&P. That's what's going on. Not Larry is drinking with Rugman. Larry Titus is ringing the bells, baby. We're up 209 on the Dow with a late computer surge. Probably a lot of hedge fund trading and wheeling the deal in here at the very end. ATIP 52.3 down 1.8 cents, it looks like at the moment. GameStop 27.62, 27.58. I'm not sure which is accurate. Coyote says bell, bell, bell. Right there. Everyone's got the bells going. Alberto, I'm in Westchester County for the night. Coronavirus spike. Has everyone wearing a mask? I'm going to a strip club. Not happening. Can't get my grandbaby sick. Damn you, Corona. Thank God. And of course, Larry. Coyote, what a week. I am seriously mentally exhausted. Coyote, we put that work in this week for sure. Brian, home buyers need to make $100,000 a year to afford an average home, up 46% from 12 months ago. Wow, that is a leap in a year. Recession or depression time. Yeah, there's some serious stuff going on out there. DQ, interesting that you capitalize Larry, but not God. Oh, man. Zach, happy weekend to everybody. See you all on Monday. Thanks for everything else to be exact. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for that. All of you out there, appreciate you being here with me this week. What a crazy week. Thank you for these special donations to Auntie Jen and her operation. Thank you very much for that. You guys are extra special people. DQ, we understand the hierarchy here. Nick S. tried to short Carvana. Brokerage says no shares available to short. Larry, I just learned I'm locked in my building. The exterior door wasn't open from inside the building. I'm going to go smashy it. Larry, have a good weekend, everybody. Alberto, Larry deserves the cap. Christina, Uncle Bruce, I bought back my 24.5s that expired today at 281. Then I sold 23.75s that expired December 16th for 540. There you go. That's an interesting move. Beach Boys. So, Uncle Bruce, no China rant today. There's nothing going on. Rugman is in the corner nursing a Fed pivot. I mean, what's up, Uncle? What's going on here? I had a few things going on. Coyote, Brian is saying to Coyote, I am reading CNBC headlines, trying to find a good one for you. Not much luck. Mr. Premium, GameStop cash secured puts expired, worthless. $410 added to the piggy bank for 5 days of work. Thank you, and may I have another way to go. Splair cashed in today, $20 gain on a SoFi put for middle of December that I bought near 6 at 20 cents and closed at 40. Strike was 5.5, and I gained $50 on 3 Matterport calls that I wrote a bit too early into strength. Right on, Slayer. BW, have a good weekend, Bruce. Thanks for all your help. My computer at work just blew up, so I need to go figure out who needs what. Coyote, Brian, there hasn't been many of those this past couple of years. DQ, Larry, Reagan smash. Okay, Coyote, China took the day off. Coyote, DQ, Reagan, sleepy, Reagan. Flint Creek. Hi, kids. I've added a couple of gift listings on my site, but still need to do some work on it. I'm dropping in and out as I have things to do today. Right on, Flint Creek. Nick, SoFi, 160,000, average 6.5. Now I'll be shorting other stock next week and buy 40,000 more SoFi to bring the average lower. DQ, that kid. Coyote knows, says DQ. Mirko, DQ, you have to have your preferences set, right? Alberto, Flint, on it. Thank you. Been waiting. Splair, somehow a relaxed Friday in my case. And with that, I wish you all a relaxed weekend as well. Can't wait for the short upcoming trading week. JR, have a great day and weekend. Hope the moolah came your way this week, everybody. Looks like a 199 gain for the Dow when we've settled things out here. ATIP looks like 52.3, down 1.8 cents. Tesla at 180.19, down 298. Apple gained 57 cents today. GameStop 27.62, down 14 today. SoFi down 20 cents at 518. Coyote, I'm going to go be bored without you guys. The market this weekend. JR, what day is the market closed? Beach Point, Flint Creek might have news for you Monday. Right on. Nick, Coyote Discord will be there. Alberto, Coyote came on over in my house. We can drink and we can talk the market. Come on over. Let's have a chat. 199 gain on the Dow. All right, there it is, kids. Another week has gone by. A whole bunch of contracts have disappeared. Now the third week of December contracts will be the most actively traded contracts going forward. Lots to watch for there. With tax loss selling coming into play in the next week or two, that's coming up. Oh man, are we going to be busy? So much stuff going on. Can someone open up the market right now? I don't want to go home. I don't want to do it. I don't want to sit here. Libation time, says Mr. Premium. Let's see. Oh man. Beach Boy, have you sniffed out your post office today? I bet you're smelling like vanilla in there. Okay, it's time to find some bail money later, gang. Right on DQ. Coyote, Berto might take you up on that house to myself this weekend anyway. Oh man. All right, kids, I will see you Monday morning. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend. I will see. I've got a couple of one-on-ones this weekend that I've already set up. So I am going to be busy here. Catch you first thing Monday. Let's see how this whole thing moves along. And let's play it by ear. Be well, be healthy, stay safe out there. And I'll catch up with you guys on the Early Alert Show. Uncle, thank you. Thank you, Alberto. Uncle, thank you. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Alberto, for that. And all of you, again, for helping out with Jennifer this week. You guys are just over the top. Thank you so much. We have 95 thumbs ups. If any of you can find a thumbs up button somewhere, we need 5 more to break the 100 barrier for this show. So if you guys can help, that would be really terrific. Thank you all for coming through for us and getting us into triple digits on the thumbs up meter. 96 here, 4 more to get, and we've got it done. Thank you all. And let's see what else is going on. Yes, see you all on Discord, says Alberto. And enjoy your free day tomorrow, Uncle Bruce. I've got to go and see my therapist tomorrow. I have shoulder, hip problems. I got all kinds of issues. I fell down there. Got to get looked after. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Thank you, Uncle Bruce, and for a great week and helping everyone through rollovers. 96 thumbs up, says Zed. I'm number 96. And anyone else, of course, says Mirko. Coyote, Alberto, take her easy, pal. Nick, I am short on Cisco. Rock and roll. Alberto, laughing out loud. Nick, we'll cover next week. Brian, thanks for the awesome week, everybody. Enjoy your time depreciation this weekend. Tax sell-offs should help us out of our covered calls in the coming weeks. Indeed. 100 thumbs, says Coyote. You did it, Bruce. You got it. It's there. 103. Thank you, guys. 105 now in the thumbs up window. Thank you all for coming through for me. As always, so appreciate this. Okay, guys. I'm going to spend some time with Auntie Jen, and you guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you guys Monday morning, bright and early. Okay, Alberto, thank you. Brian, thank you. Number 105. Gotta love that. That's awesome. See you later, everybody. Bye for now.